Yeah, good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
And I was going through some paperwork, and look what I found.
Break-in instructions.
And in reference to today, you walked in the door,
Uh-huh.
and the dogs didn't even bark.
That's right, that's right. Isn't that so? That's the first time.
He's now part of the pack, and we happen to live in a household that has Belgian Malinois, an alert Pomeranian,
Mm-hmm.
a German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
So if you looked at this and thought, well, what are the break-in instructions to that particular household? You would need like one of those full body suits, right? One of those bike body suits that the police wear, a helmet, right?
The full catastrophe.
The full catastrophe, as we like to say. And so when I saw that, I said, I got to hang on to that, because that is the best part of wordsmithing or words. You can look at a sign and apply your own understanding to it, can't you?
How true, how true.
Well, we have animated discussions throughout the day based on as the market is changing, as we're reflecting on what buyers and sellers need today. We're on the phone with them. And in any given business, when you know sales, you have control of your business. And that's what my book that's coming out in the next couple of weeks, it'll be on Amazon and booksellers everywhere, White Hat Sales, and how to have a white hot business without it burning you out. And one of those things is integrity and self-transformation, not transforming what other people are doing, but self-transformation. And one of the unique things that is a topic of it seems like a constant conversation, which is fun because it's how we respond to buyers and sellers, and that is we cannot legislate goodness. And so we are monitoring and taking into account as a verb the legislation of our own personal goodness or self-transformation. And I know a lot of people will hear the word legislation and they'll think, oh my goodness, are they trying to pass a law? Well, the legal definition in legal studies I pulled up on the Google, there's a verb and a noun, and legislation by an overall governing body of a country or of a state has to do with governing what you can control in a society. But goodness, we cannot control, can we? So we cannot control other people's goodness. We can just control our goodness, can't we?
And we excel in that.
Yes, and we'll be the first ones to tell you, right?
Exactly.
We'll be the first ones to tell you. I'll drink to that. Here's that.
Cheers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that note, I think that's enough said. And by the way, in any profession, as you are working through things, and I'll just mention a closing I had in the last couple of days. I'm a business person that's actively involved in sales training and in sales. So I can tell you, hot off the press, closing this week, my buyers and I, on a conference call, were not told the truth to by a particular mortgage company that's affiliated with one of the largest builders in the United States. Now, their home is spectacular, and their salesperson here, feet on the ground, is spectacular. But the last couple of days of that process was not spectacular. And when we arrived at closing, which is a legal environment anywhere you are in the world, but in Florida, I am very well aware of it because it talks about it in our contracts. The Bar Association and the Realtor Association in Florida agree on a contract, and we fill in the blanks, including the day of closing, the things on how they're to proceed.
Okay.
And after probably at least 5 different people in a 2-hour period of time came in to manage that issue that was created by that person not telling us the truth, whether omission or commission, whether on purpose or by mistake, it was fixed. And it was, I kind of had a headache yesterday because the day before that was a 2.5-hour long closing. And keeping my calm throughout that, knowing that there was some things that I had to alert everyone to, and making it as enjoyable of a process for everyone involved to get to the point of, in business and in sales, we have a duty to make the transaction happen, but not at the risk of it creating a legal environment or a situation where we don't have referrals. And that is what was in my head. After 20 years experience as a licensee, there are new things that get thrown at us all the time, but what doesn't change is making sure that the buyer is served at the highest possible level and the seller as well, and getting everyone to come together at that day and that time so that money and keys are exchanged.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's not a matter of trying to be holier than thou. It's
Right.
just a matter of, you know, it's kind of upsetting where you said you had a headache. You're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to protect not only the buyer, the seller, and everyone in between. And when someone isn't doing that, you say for whatever reason, it affects you.
It affected me the day after. I think because exerting that level of energy and keeping your calm, I went through all the electrolytes and salt. I sweated it out internally, but it was worth it. All I had to do was take a nap, and I was good as gold yesterday afternoon.
Right.
And that's what we're going to get back to today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this helped you if you're in business or sales or thinking about getting in business and sales, knowing that you're not alone in this journey. And this book coming out will help you get there as well. Have a great day. I'm Sandra LaFlamme, Jim Walker, and this is about white hat sales. Have a great day.
Good. How true, huh? The thing of it is, you know, it's fun. A lot of these things happen with different people, but basically what we're saying here, there's no bullshit involved. You know,
Right.
It's just straight, honest conversation.
Absolutely. Hmm?